So, I wasn't planning on pitching, but I got two. One is that actually if you sign up for Startup Weekend before June 1st, you save $25. That's the first pitch. Second pitch is, who here has ever done like any home remodeling or didn't know, or called a plumber, didn't know who to call, and just couldn't figure out who to call, and like those online review sites, you're like, I'm skeptical. These look like someone from India wrote these, and not really sure about it. So I've got this idea, and it's a really, really fun idea that gives you both verified reviews and also raises money for nonprofits. And the way that it works is that most of these companies who do expensive services, like say plumbing or interior design, remodeling, building a house, construction, all of these companies would gladly pay a referral fee. They would gladly pay $50, $100, $150, $200 for a service. So what I would like to do is set up a website, and what this website does is that you go on, look for a company that has a good review, and when you select that company, it will send an inquiry and say, hey, I'm interested in your service. And if you go with that person's service, that person will do a donation in your name to your nonprofit of choice. So they would gladly pay $200. So what happens is that, say, Alcoda Plumbing would say, hey, I will do $50 donation if you go with my service. You select them, they call you, they say, hey, yes, we'll do business. And then 2 weeks later, you get an email follow-up that says, did you do business with Alcoda Plumbing? And at that point, if you say yes, Alcoda says yes, then you get $50 directly deposited to your nonprofit, which could be Beans Cafe. So not only do you get your plumbing fixed, but you're also raising money for a nonprofit in your name. And then the good thing about that is that's $50 that they have to pay for a review. So what does that mean? They're not going to be having some guy in India and paying him $50 every time they want to get a fake review on his site. So these are much more legitimate, kind of like Angie's List, but without the actual payment fee structure where you as a user have to pay. So that's my idea. Shane?
Real quick, so the accountability aspect of it is they actually have to, say, okay, I'd like you to actually do direct withdrawals from a legitimate bank account before they get listed on the site.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Yeah. And then, sorry, go on.
Oh, I'm just curious. Are you expecting this to be adapted by large businesses or small businesses? The more I think about it, when I just look around my town, I see a lot of hometown businesses, and I don't know if they are as adept at introducing this service as something for customers. How do you think this is going to be
marketed
for business?
Well, funny enough, that's actually my specialty. And what I would love to do is if you actually do build an engine like that, the people who benefit most from it isn't just the consumer, but also the nonprofits. So, and nonprofits, large base of their donors tend to be females between 25 and 55 who also make decisions regarding home remodeling, construction, renovation as well. And so what you're doing is you're actually reaching out to the nonprofit to say, hey, we'd like you on our site. Please contact your donors and have them use the site. And once the other companies, like the small business shops, see that all these businesses, they're looking for leads. They want to know, someplace where they can actually get a guaranteed lead where the advertising actually pays off. So they'd be more likely to transition on, and then you'd have a great word of mouth campaign going through nonprofits and for the nonprofit donors.